Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for coming and watching our show. Today I have Tetyana here, if I am pronouncing the name right, and I'm going to go ahead and ask for your exact name in just a second. We're going to talk today about how she went through and successfully completed the EverTrader Evaluation. And before we get started, I'm going to ask if you would be kind enough to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself. Even just how people correctly address you, what you do, and generally just tell us a little bit more about you as a person.
So hello, I wish a beautiful day to all of you. Normally you can call me Tetyana. Tetyana? That's totally cool. I was even called Tetyana. So all good. I am from Ukraine. I've been here in Czechia for 20 years now. I work in a record shop. Imagine that.
That is beautiful.
Well, I've got a pretty tough job. So I've got both day shifts and night shifts, plus the trading, and no one is going to excuse me from being a mom, a wife, right? So that's kind of that. Well,
That's really nice, very interesting. I haven't had this profession here. Nobody's mentioned it to me yet. So you're saying that you're actually a mother, a wife. You have to take care of them at home and you're still actively trading. From what I know about you is that you've actually passed the EverTrader Evaluation program and you've already had some payouts.
that's right. I'm about to get my first payout.
Congratulations. Do you know how much that is going to be? Do you know off the top of your head how much you're looking at?
I've got 1,200, plus I've got 2 extra ahead of me.
Perfect, perfect. Well, that's a really nice job. Congratulations on the payout. It's going to be a nice day when the payday comes. We're also going to give you a little bit of a treat today because today this is the second time Tetyana and I have met. For the second time we've managed to connect. Tetyana said a beautiful thing to me. Joining you here for a live interview is bigger challenge for me than actually trading. So I'm really glad that someone like you is actually going to tell us today more about trading and her successful journey. So for example, why did you get into trading in the first place? Because as you said, it's not really related to your profession at all. So how did you get into it?
Well, I got into it by total accident. I was just looking for some extra income I could make from home. So I had to look around, fill out many forms at the beginning, and takes time and money. Then I found one Czech company, and they have shown interesting earnings. So we got connected, and they offered me only, like in the beginning, binary options. You pay entry fee, and they give you indicators, and you can look at it and don't understand a thing. When I got in there, I'm like, there's got to be something else. So I went online, and well, the first person I found was Dominik Kovacic, him talking about supports and resistances, bull formations, and the high altitude formations. So then I started digging more, and I found out that binary options aren't for me. So then I paid for one course. That was before, a year and 2 months ago. So I put some money in. I have blissfully gambled and lost. So I have decided to study more, and I paid another course. And just as I paid for the next course, specifically on my birthday, I signed up for the first evaluation. That first evaluation took me 3 months, and I also failed. I didn't pass, unfortunately. And now I've passed on the second try now in November. So in November, I have purchased it. That's how I passed after the second course, and now I am watching the third one. I'm learning. And now in the third one, there's more psychology.
Yeah.
About the psychology, I was wondering why everybody was reading and talking about psychology. Is it that important? It actually is. You will learn that the psychology aspect of what's actually going on with you, while trading is very complex.
Yes.
It's like 70% of what you need to be successful.
Thank you for saying that. It comes up in almost every conversation I have with a successful trader. So it really does come up that psychology is the key to success. Mastering psychology and managing your money is the key to success. And I think you're going to be a great inspiration to a lot of people because, as you mentioned before, you have started as a 2-shift worker while being a full-time mom who knew nothing about trading, and you were just
Not even about computers.
not even about computers. Well, it's so nice to hear that because when somebody tells you that you can really make a living out of trading and that anybody can do it, you can be the one who disagrees. It can't be done by a person who hasn't educated themselves, as it absolutely shows in this conversation how important education truly is. The moment you started to go through the courses and you took the opportunity that EverTrader offers, studying in our
Yeah.
academy, suddenly without any problems, you managed to pass that evaluation and you got where you needed to be. And you're actually, if I understand it correctly, as you're earning now at this point, you're actually completing the rest of the materials that are in the academy. So that means that you've taken those courses through Dominic and our courses that are here in the EverTrader Academy.
I've also paid for additional courses.
So some extra on the side as well.
It costed some money too, but that's what you gotta do nowadays. What you find on the internet is like 10% of what you're supposed to know.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's common, I see it quite often. A lot of these industry leaders will take money for presenting how to trade, but it's not as beneficial to a person as actually taking a whole comprehensive course, going through the course and applying it exactly to their strategy. I'd be also interested in knowing, you said that before you have actually joined EverTrader. You also had your own real account too, right?
I did. I still have it.
And there it didn't go quite the way you imagined. So for
It
you,
was good, but you are trading with small amounts of money. Like $1,000, that is nothing. That's where you take leverage. And if you don't watch the news, you're just gonna fall off and fail. Large capital means smaller risks. It just takes the edge off. But even now, before my first payout, I'm still scared a little bit that I'm gonna fail and oh my God, it's gonna fall and I'm closing trades. I just have to learn that it's my money and I can't be scared.
and that's psychology. We're back at psychology again. And I had a woman here and she said she always feels very greedy. She always says, I've had it and I'm not giving it up.
Yes. And the stop losses, that's normal. Without a stop loss, no trader can function. I am always like, geez, I'm not holding it. Look how many thousands. Where has it been? That's so much money.
Yes, I understand that. I really understand that completely. Tell me again, what is your current strategy that you have set up? So if you're trading, what's your current trading strategy?
I keep my zones on 4-hour charts. I always start at monthly charts, then go to weekly, then daily. That's kind of the basics. On the 4-hour chart, I make zones, and then I watch them. And in between, I look at candle formations. Now I'm learning about the concept of smart money, which is addition to that.
A combination of that.
Yes.
So if I'm going to talk about the evaluation, how did you set up your strategy there with the strategy that you just talked about? Did you get through the evaluation with that one? Or how did you...
I set up my zones on the 1-hour chart, and then I'd always come in and look at my new chart to see it piling up. And the fact that it would explode at a certain zone, I'd always enter there and I'd always catch the first impulse. That's what I did 2 or 3 times a week, but that's enough momentum. Well, and now I'm trying to ease up a little bit. I went from 1 minute to 5 minutes graph, then I want to gradually increase to 15 because, let's face it, it takes a lot of nerves and also it's very hard on the psyche. The 1 minute graph, generally scalping it.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried I would exhaust myself this way.
Again and again, it leads us back to the psychology and the mind control of the setup itself. Tetyana, what markets do you focus most when you're trading?
Mainly Forex and especially the German index. That's pretty much where I have learned everything. Well, and now I have expanded my focus to the majors and to the minors. USD, GBP/USD and stuff like that. I'm scared of gold. Gold is tricky.
I'm gonna ask you, did you make any mistakes during trading where you were like, I can't do this again? That was the biggest mistake I have ever made?
Yes, now, a week ago, when I didn't close out the trades, I was still $265 in profit. And always at 14.30. You know, always America opens. And you always have to close the transactions. Within a minute, I was minus 800. Within 20 seconds.
Yeah, yes.
I always just, when America opens, I just, you know, even if you are in negative numbers, you better close it.
It causes fast twists and turns there. You don't know where it's going. It's more volatile. There's not that much certainty. And once America starts and the stock market starts, it can go one way or the other.
You don't even know, you can't know where it's going to go.
Oh, yeah. One thing I was just thinking about while you were saying you made some mistakes. Do you use the trading journal?
Not at the moment, but I want to learn how to write down trades, like, so I would know what I'm doing good at. If it's candle formation, zones, or smart money, and then just go through the month and identify what I was good at, what to eliminate, what time period was good, morning, evening, noon, midday, afternoon, or night, and simply direct myself more, because now I'm still learning, and then I have to form my path more.
I understand that's very interesting. So as you study, you're starting to write everything down. So the trading journal really serves you the best. And so it helps you become more effective. That's great. I always recommend trading journal to everybody I work with. The ability to replay trades is amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
And if I ask you again, when you look at it as a whole, what has your participation in the EverTrader program actually given you? What do you see in it for you? If it's changed you personally, if it's changed you in any way or in general?
Definitely. First of all, you have to adhere to the rules and educate yourself properly before you start trading entirely. Knowledge-based activity. The second thing would be the support. I can write there anytime, and I will receive the reply in just a few minutes. Oh, now, when EverTrader changed brokers, how you guys had to change brokers suddenly, hats off, must have been tough. I'm just really proud to be an EverTrader. Jesus,
Thank you
guys
so
have done it
much.
so fast. Just hats off to you.
Thank you for the beautiful words. No one has said before that they are proud to be an EverTrader. We're proud to have you on the team. I believe that you are going to do great in future, and it's definitely not the last time we are talking to each other. I would ask you, do you have any advice for the people who are just starting out, what to do, what not to do, and so on?
Absolutely. First of all, don't take opinions of others to a consideration. If you want to do it, just do it. If it's something you think you would enjoy, just go for it. It's a very nice thing. If someone was laughing at you and telling you not to do it, that you should even be learning about it. Even that there are only engineers and bankers and those big conglomerates who you go up against. No, you are you and that little fish. You'll catch it all for yourselves. The stock exchange will give it to you.
That's a beautiful message. It's a really beautiful message. Not to be taken for granted when I'm going for something and standing for something, to stand for it, to go for it. And you said it so well there. When I want something, I just go for it, and I'm going to stand up for it, and I won't be listening what anybody around me says. It's a very, very nice motivation. I think you might have helped a lot of people to do it by saying this. And I guess my final question, if you would recommend EverTrader to other traders, it's almost pointless at this point, but would you?
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm so satisfied, especially in today's time, to find so helpful and nice company. Whenever I've got a problem, you won't find anyone better to help you like that these days. It's above words.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And I thank our support staff who take turns to be available from morning to night, and you've benefited from their services. So thank you to the support team for looking after you. Thank you, Tetyana, for your kind words. And I really hope that today was not a last time we will see each other, and hopefully again very soon. And to those of you watching, thank you for being here. And thanks again to Tetyana from entire EverTrader team.
Thank you very much. Have a great day, you all.
Thank you and have a great day. Goodbye.